Let's see what materials I need in my own account. So I'm short on incandescent alloy, I need more devices, and I really want to farm those Orion clusters. But what do we get to farm in the upcoming rerun? It's going to be manganese, acheton, and crystalline elements. Definitely not what I need now, but it could be what you require. Even so, we'll talk more about this later in the video because this is Arknights Weekly, and of course, to kickstart the new year, I must say to you guys, Happy New Year! Happy 2025, and I hope for the best year ahead for Arknights and Endfield as well. Now, to give a great start to the new year, I have a special news to tell you guys because as you can see, this Arknights Weekly is not being posted in my side channel. Instead, it's being posted over here in the main channel. Now, I understand that 2024 was kind of the time where I said I was going to run 2 channels if possible, but it turns out that I really couldn't handle that sort of workload because I was heavily pressured by my university. But even so, I finally completed my university, and that also means that I can come back full force into content creation. So to revitalize the dead space that I had within the main channel, a lot of the content that you see in the side channel will now be brought back into the main channel, and I will be posting only here even more regularly in the year. So Arknights Weekly that you see will now be here all year long for you guys to enjoy. So that will keep things simple instead of getting subscribed into 2 channels. The side channel will be repurposed in the future for other reasons, but for now I will not be posting over there. Let's focus on all the content that you get to enjoy in here. So anyways, let's get to the big news. With the new year coming around, this comes with special greetings from Yostar as well. So if you go over to their YouTube shorts, you can find this Rhodes Island surprise party for you to enjoy. It's a 2-parter. I will watch it together with you guys over here. Go and celebrate it over within their main channel. Then, there are some important reminders for you guys to note because we are approaching anniversary and some things are coming to an end. So first off, you have about 2 days left to buy the Sunreal items. So the skins for Lee, Golden Glow, and Eureka, that is coming to an end. And then there is also the packs that you can buy for the Sunreal collab. So these 3 packs, the ones that gives the profile pictures at the background, you also only have 2 days left to buy. We don't know if this will ever rerun or have a part 2. So if you want to do it out of safety, do hurry to buy them. But if you're not as bothered, then of course you don't have to spend your OP or your actual money to get these items. There is also the special mention of the Amiya skin. So Amiya's birthday was just about a week ago, and that was a very special occasion. It surprised all the servers with the very first L2D for a 5-star, and of course deservedly it had to be Amiya. So you still have time to get this. This will last all the way into the anniversary of Arknights, which is a good thing since those people coming back will be surprised to see this skin and they might get it themselves. Go ahead to grab that if you want to. And then, because of anniversary, the double OP reset bonus is about to arrive. So double OP refers to buying these items over here. If you buy it for the first time, you'll get 2 times of it, and then subsequently you'll just get a smaller bonus. During anniversary, this will be refreshed. So if you want to seize the chance for all of the double OP, this is your reminder now. You have about 2 weeks left before these are basically refreshed. So those are the reminders for you to know. If you're new to this series, every week we have a question of the week. So for last week it was, if you had to choose, would you rather have them improve the pity system or have them add the ability to skip dialogue on individual pools? I feel that the pity system now in the game is pretty healthy. Like for instance, the standard banner, they introduced the idea that after 150 pulls, if you still didn't get the on banner 6-star, you are guaranteed to get it, although it depends on how much your pulls are as to when you actually get that 6-star. And then afterwards for limited banner, the older units now have a spark counter from 300 to 200, and then every limited banner onwards from now on have the ability for you to obtain 1 copy of the limited unit at 300 pools. So that means if you have 300 tokens at that point, you don't have to spend it on the limited unit, you can use to spend it on other units that are of your concern. So I do feel that these improvements are fantastic, and do I seek for more improvements? I mean, I think it's welcome, but I'm not as bothered by it because I find that, especially as someone who played the game for long, yellow certificates comes your way very easily. So that means you can farm out a lot of the pools, and if you're someone that chooses to skip banners as well, you realize that holding a lot of pools for future banners is quite simple in the game. Of course, if you're early game, you're gonna have that sort of pressure where, oh my goodness, there's so many things going around, there's so many units. But you know Arknights is not about collecting them all, because every single 6-star have their own flavor and their own joy as to why they are fantastic to play. So I do feel that the PT system doesn't need like great improvements, you know, in order to keep the state healthy, in order to keep their own monetization healthy as well. Because if you lower it all too much, then you might as well say this is a free-to-play game. There is no longer a need to pay, and we're asking the company to pretty much stay still. So yeah, I'm okay with that. But improve on skipping the lines when you do recruitment or pools? Absolutely. Why is it that when I click a skip button, I still have to listen to their lines? Am I not allowed to click skip again in order to not hear it? You know, that would be fantastic, because I've been hearing the same voice lines for 5 years now. So I would very much prefer to save on those seconds, especially as someone who does a lot of recruitments or do a lot of viewer pools. So that is a great QOL. The most liked comment of this video will be the question I have to answer next week. Let's bring back up the event schedule again. So if you're watching this video on the day I posted, you are still within Executor Outer Rerun, so his banner is still ongoing. If you want to get him, go and pull him. And if not, you're going to come into the Aya Outer Rerun. So there is no banner during then, so no opportunity for you to get Aya Outer or Swire Outer. Instead, you will see Aya Outer within the Pepe banner, where you can use 300 Spark tokens to obtain her or hopefully get her as an off banner. So for Aya Outer, that happens on 3rd January, and for Pepe's banner, that happens on 16th January. During the Aya Outer event, of course, you'll be greeted back with Dolly and her army of sheeps. So this is quite a brutal event for new players and even mid-game players alike. You will remember how tough some of the wizard sheeps were at that point in time. But in order to commemorate the event, you will still see yourself obtaining the Bryophyta welfare unit. And if you want to get him his skin, it just kind of puts more clothes on him for some reason. But he still looks great, and if you want to get him, you can get him during those 2 weeks. And then there are 3 skins rerunning also. It's going to be Gavia Outer, Golden Glow, and Myrtle that you can obtain at that time. Okay, now Endfield. This is going to be pretty crucial for so many of you excited ones to play. So the sign up for Endfield beta test is still open. If you want to do the sign up, that will close on 8 January. Just go to the main website itself. I'll show you that in just a little bit. And then for those of you who have already signed up, whether through the content creator program or just as the public server, I believe they are going to start issuing out emails. It's probably going to be in batches, so you might get it within this week, or if not, it's going to be the week after the 8th January. But surely you will know a few days before the 16th January time period. I do hope that most of you will have the chance to play the beta test alongside with me. And yes, I will stream the beta test a lot within the first few days, but subsequently I will dial it down to some shorter streams to try my best to see as much of the content that the beta test has to offer. So 16th January is basically the anniversary date for Arknights. It's such like a good and unfortunate time that they picked, because you now need to play both games together, but it's not so bad in a way that for the start time of the Endfield beta test, it's going to be 16 hours after the daily reset time in Arknights, but that's the start date of the event. So instead, it's going to be 10 hours after the event begins. So you quickly play up the event, you go to bed or you stay awake, and then you play the beta test as soon as the new day comes. So hopefully everyone's excited for that, and I hope that I get the access to the test as well. I'll be pretty devastated if I don't get the test. So anyways, the sign up, as mentioned, you just go into the endfield.griffline.com page, and then you can hit sign up, create yourself an account, do up their survey, and hopefully you can play Endfield yourself. And that closes out this Arknights Weekly. Good to be back, and I hope you guys are happy for that as well. I'll see you guys in more streams and videos. Bye bye.